YouTube channel, and also those who would be on Facebook live on the Facebook in the Create Financial Solution group. So for those who don't know who I am, I'm Elaine Forbes Daisley. I'm an accountant. I'm also a certified QuickBook Pro advisor, and I help you to navigate QuickBooks in these videos that we do every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Actually, we are changing the time to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So as of next week, we'll be doing the same live video, but we're changing the time to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be doing a live demonstration of QuickBooks Online. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our QuickBooks up and running so you can actually see what we're doing. So I gotta share my screen so you can see it. If you have any question, feel free to put a question in the chat. I'm gonna invite Miss Cinderlou up. Cinderlou, if you can talk, you can come on up. Um, let's share the screen. Actually, cancel. I want to put this back over here because I want to be right where I can see what's happening. And we're going to share the screen. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. This is not doing good for me. Let's see if we did it right. There we go. I
But
always.
don't stay long, but I'll stay for a minute.
Okay, thank you. Oh, thank you, Cinderlou.
You're welcome.
All right, so I was here talking, so apparently I was mute. So welcome everyone to the YouTube channel. Welcome to those who are watching on Facebook. Those who are watching on Facebook in the Create Financial Solution group. Now, guys, if you say something inside of the Facebook group, I will not see who you are. So make sure you say hello to Elaine because you know it's social media and I like to be social. So when you say hello, just let me know who you are. So today we're going to be talking about creating a budget. We're going to be talking about creating a budget, and we're going to show you how to actually do that inside of QuickBooks Online. So let's move this over here because you all know that I have two screens. So we're going to show you how to do that in QuickBooks Online. If you're not using QuickBooks Online, you can actually create a budget using Excel. We're at the end of the year because next month is December and it's going to be the end of the year. Why do you need a budget? You need to actually understand where your money is going, and you want to actually, like we say in the financial world, is tell your money where to go. You want to tell your money where to go. And by having a budget or putting a budget in place, that will help you to do that. If you're using the budget feature is available in the QuickBooks Online Plus and QuickBooks Online Advanced. So if you're using Essential or Simple Start, you'll not be able to create a budget inside of QuickBooks. Now, the solution to that is if you want to create a budget and you're not using the Plus version or the Advanced version, what I would recommend is you go to your report, and we're going to talk about actually doing that, and you do your profit and loss, and your profit and loss will give you all your current year spending and the things you spend on. And then what you do is go to this little icon right here, click on it, and export it to Excel. And then use that report to now create a budget inside of Excel. And we probably do an Excel budget next week or some other time if you need to see the what a budget looks like inside of Excel. But we're for today we're going to do it inside of QuickBooks. For today, sorry, we're going to do it inside of QuickBooks. And like I said, you can only do the budget inside of the Plus version and the Advanced version. So how do you create a budget inside of QuickBooks? Now you can create a budget from your current year, what you your actual expenses for this year or the year, you use it as a base year. So the first thing you do before you create the budget is you actually go to your report and run your profit and loss report. You can either print it or but at least have the report available. One thing, if you are a person who does use a lot, don't print stuff, you can do export to a PDF, and I'm going to do that for this budget because I want to look at it, and I'm going to download it, and it's asking me where to download this, and I'm just going to download it right. You know what? Let me download it. Okay, so I'm going to download it right there, and now I have this document. Here it is, but I'm putting this on another. Okay, it's going to be in another tab right here, so I can always go back and look at it. So that's the first thing you do, is because you want to make sure you go back and look at these to see that it is done correctly. No, it cannot be done in Essential. It's only in the Plus version and the Advanced version. So the question is, can you do a budget in Essential? No, only the Plus version. And I actually went back. Actually, I pull it up inside of QuickBooks because, yes, only QuickBooks Online Plus and Advanced can access the budget feature. So you'd have to upgrade to either Plus or Advanced to use the budget feature. All right, so now once you have created a budget, we're going to go back to the profit and loss. You're going to go to the gear icon, and here is the budget. Now, remember, we are using the sample company, so the sample company would not have a budget set up. So you can go add budget. When you add the budget, it's going to populate. So it's going to populate with all your expenses and income. See, so all your expenses and income. And then you can name the budget, and we're going to say budget 2023. And what it did, it brought in the fiscal year information for 2022. And we are going to do the fiscal year 2023. Now, if you do monthly interval, you can either do your budget at monthly, quarterly, or yearly. This is now monthly. If you change it to quarterly, it will just give you the information for quarterly. If you did yearly, it will just give you from January to December. I like to see my budget monthly. And then this gives you the option to pre-fill with the actual data for the previous year, if that's what you're using. So what it will do, it will pre-fill with the data for the previous year. And then you can decide now. You can also do subdivide by customer, right? We're not going to subdivide this. So what it did, it picks up all the actual information from what was done in the actual year and pre-fill that information right here. And then, okay, so we're not going to pre-fill, so we said no. Come on. Let's read. We're going to, okay, so now we have a clean, so we're not pre-filling, and I hope this help me. Okay, we got to name the budget. It's going to be 2023. And then we're not next. So once you name the budget, you have to hit the next button. It's all the way in the corner, the right corner here. And then you can, so let's say our income, we want to make 5,000 for this particular. We can put that number in, and this arrow right here um, copies it right across, right? So it will copy it. Let's say you want to change this one, you can change that one. So now, so if we use this, you can also pre-fill it from here. So fountain was, we're going to want to double those. Fountain, we want to make 3005. So that's how you pre-fill it. And this, we want to do the advertising. Let's look to see how much they spend. We spend about 74. We want to increase our advertising, so we're going to spend $150, and then you pre-fill it. And then you go all the way down, do all the expenses, you put all of them. What it will do, it will show you the total income at the end, and it will do the total expense, and it will show you the gross expenses, the total cost of goods sold. It will show you your total income. I don't know why this is not picking up this one. Okay, this is this one, total, and it will show you all the total income. If you have cost of goods, it will show you, let's see if we can get to that column. Let's say cost is 400. So now, if you notice, once I change the expense, increase the expense, the income decreases. So it's showing your total net income. Stationery, we're gonna get some stationery. And let's go to bookkeeper. We're gonna spend $27 a month on stationery. It's a good, it's okay. So the accountant, okay, so this one, let's say your accountant, you only use them once a quarter. So we paid him 1,500 in January. Then in May we paid him again another 1,500. And then September, you can decide, and then we paid him at the end of the year. But your bookkeeper, you might want to do your bookkeeper monthly. So there you go. And it will populate right there. So doing your budget is going to give you a good idea of how much your total expenses. And if you're basing it on your previous year, then you will have an idea of how much you spent last year, so you can make your budget based on that. If you did not have a budget last year, or you do not have your actual number, and you want to, at least you want to give yourself, when you're making your budget, is understand that once you put in all the expenses, you can put in all your expenses first, and then you can look at, okay, these are my income sources. How much am I going to make from these income sources to offset my expense and make a profit? Was that helpful? Let me know if that was helpful. Right. So that is, and then once you're done, you can hit save. Hold on, let me do save and close. And now when you go back to your budget, the budget is right there. So that is creating a budget for the whole year, right? Is to make sure you create a budget for the whole year. Then if you want to create a budget for a specific section, let's say you want to create a budget for your motor vehicle. Now what you can do is add, and then you're going to put vehicle, and then we're going to put 2023, and we do not want all of this. Next. And all we want is the expenses for, because we're creating just an expense. So we're saying that we want $600 a month for, come on. All right. So now our total automobile expense would be $7,200 for the year. Now we're going to save this. Save and close. And there is the vehicle budget, and you can edit it from right here, and it will open the budget. We're going to close that. You can edit it right from right here. Now, if you have a previous budget, you can also copy the current budget. And so let's say this one, we want to do another one like it. We go edit, we can do copy. And now it says copy right here. We can rename this, and we can call this PROF. I'm just giving it a name. And this is for the fiscal year 2023. And where is it? Interest. Let's find. And we want to pay. Oh, we do create a budget. So for this one, you got to do create a budget. Sorry, I didn't do that. And then you got to go down to the expenses that you want in that budget. So we're going to put for legal and for accounting, we're going to put 1,500, and we want that to be paid every couple of months. So now this is a good thing to use, because what it does is that you can actually, so we're going to budget $700 for a bookkeeper.
I know exactly what you're asking me about, but I cannot remember.
And then for our lawyer, we only pay them twice, and we pay 1,500. I just like the number 1,500. $1,500. All right. So there you go. And this is now your legal and professional fee budget. So there you have it, and you know that. So it gives you an idea of what you want to spend, so you know how much you're spending on different stuff. Now, the other thing that you can do once the budget, so we're going to save this one, save and close. Now, so that's how you actually create a budget. So welcome to those who are joining us in the Clubhouse room. Guys, if you want to see the live demonstration I'm doing, is on over on YouTube. You can jump over to YouTube by clicking the link at the top of the room, and that will have a YouTube, and you can click and go over. You'll see me working live inside of QuickBooks. Welcome, Kenny. Welcome, Valda. And thank you guys for joining. Validia. I hope I say your name wrong and I didn't make a mess of it. So we were showing you how to create a budget. So if you want to see actually how we did the creation, you can go back and watch the video. But we're going to go show you the different things that you can do with the budget. So now that you have your budget all created and it is set up, now what you can do is you can run the budget at different times. So let's go back to the dashboard. We're going to go back to the dashboard, and we're going to show you the different ways you can run the budget. You can go right to the gear icon right here, click on the budget, and it will bring you to the budget. Now, from here, you can edit the budget, right? And it will bring you back to the budget. Or you can click the down arrow and you can run a budget versus actual. And these have no number in here, so it will not, it will probably, okay, so let's do this. It just picks up the numbers and it shows you that we didn't budget for this, and it actually show you the budgeted amount. There is no actual. So what it then will show you if you're over budget, and this is going to say over budget because there's no actual yet showing up in here. So the actual will be, so the budget, the actual, and it actually show you if you're over or on the budget, if your budget was over or under. So that's one way of getting the report. We're gonna go, hold on, I want to show you what else we can do from this screen. So we can click on here, you can run budget overview report, and what it will do, it will just print a copy of your, it will just bring up all the report. And this was the vehicle. Now right here where it says budget, you can click on that down arrow and then it will bring the different budget that you have created. Once you click the down arrow, you click run and it will run that budget. But remember, you got to choose the budget that you want to run the report for. So this is the report for, and when you do that, it will not show you all the columns, all the entries. It will not show you. The only thing you will see on your budget is the lines that has information inside of those lines. So if you notice, it's collapsed. It does anything that has zero, it does not show you. Okay. Now, the other way that you can run the report, you can actually go to the report tab. So right over here, so there's one way you can access it from the gear icon. The other way is to hit the report tab and go down to where it says business overview. Business overview, and inside of the business overview you see the budget overview, budget versus actual. So you can, the same report that you get from that column, you can also get it from business from the report tab, because when you click on the icon here, it brings you to the same report. So that's two-way to access the budget report. Guys, if you have any question on budget, if you're watching this on YouTube, whether you're watching it today, next week, next year, and you have a question on budget, please feel free to put a question in the comment. In the YouTube video below, there will be a link. You can reach out to me. If you're in the Clubhouse room, you can send me a message on the DM, the back channel, or you can DM me on Instagram. Now, what I'm also have coming up, guys, is the Get Ready for Taxes workshop, and that link is in the above our heads. In that link, there is a Get Ready for Tax workshop. It's going to be $47 for 90 minutes. We're going to talk for 19 minutes about getting ready for taxes. If you would like the replay, and I will have several templates available, the replay and those template, if you, that's an additional $37 and you'll have access to the replay. If you just want to come to the live class, that's $47. So the link will be on YouTube below the video, and it's also on top of the Clubhouse room. Also, that will, the link that's going to be below this video as well, is that there I have for you the bookkeeping year-end checklist. The bookkeeping year-end checklist. You don't have to join the class. You can go ahead and sign up and get that checklist that's going to help you to make sure that you're doing all the things you need to do for year end for your bookkeeping. If you have any question on YouTube, on Clubhouse, wherever this video might turn up, please feel free to send a message to me. Thank you so much for those who are watching on YouTube. Remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on your notification because I go live every Tuesday. Every Tuesday. And if you want to catch me live, we will be going live on at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thank you for joining us on YouTube, and we'll see you next week at 6 p.m.